in the last 25 years when Arizona opened against Florida, and he's just kept it going.
And they've got another great freshman in Braden Berries that we'll talk about throughout the day. But Coach Tommy Lloyd of Arizona has done a fantastic job of finding a formula for winning. They've made 72 more twos than their opponents. And Cole Pete doesn't have a three, but he's got a bunch of twos. He's averaging 15.5 points. There's a real plus when he's on the floor. He is outstanding in the paint. He can elevate off either foot. He's good defensively. He's long. He's athletic. And he is a tear from the elbows in.
No doubt. Arizona #1 in the country for the first time since late 2023. Halftime in Dallas with Carter Knox doing his thing. The steal, the score. 6.5 minutes away from the second half. We're back with more of the halftime report next.
My coaches are always telling me I need to build strength. I need perseverance, or that to get anywhere in life requires hard work. But if I do all those things and no one sees it, did it even really happen?
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And for on-the-go Vicks vapors, try Vicks Vapo Inhaler.
One-A-Day Women's Multis are made for your overall health, with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One-A-Day, the one for you.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
put UC and Crohn's in check, and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Santa, did you get my letter?
Oh, I'm not, Elf. Elf? I'm 6'3". You want your family to go to T-Mobile, where you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. Awesome cameras, epic display, right, Mrs. Claus?
Actually, I'm her much younger sister. Also, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch. Dude.
Yeah.
Not you.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
So what am I getting?
America's best network, kid.
JT Toppin is the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year and the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. Red Raiders ended the first half on a 7-0 run. Second half from the DFW is next.
Tender love and care makes a life worth living. Tender love and care, that's what I'll be given. Every day, every night to you.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put it inside burritos and tacos anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Good gods, I love Native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals. You deserve Native deodorant. It's got 6 clean ingredients. And it smells... divine. It's not a myth.
It's Native. So this is my favorite room, my chunky mantry.
Got my guy TV cooking some chili dog mac.
What did you do to my pantry?
It was him. Chunky soup that eats like a meal.
This is star power from the jump.
Baylor versus Texas, Sunday on ABC and streaming on the ESPN app.
College football's most prestigious fraternity welcomes a new member. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by Nissan, tonight at 7 on ABC.
Now you're seeing crispy chicken inside of burritos and tacos, and you're thinking, I could have done this. Yeah, but you didn't.
Cute sign, Barb.
Slay. Let's go.
Good.
Welcome back to the Revo Crute rematch. Lubbock is 5 hours west of here in Dallas, Fayetteville, 5 hours northeast. We've got an awesome crowd for a game that feels like it belongs in the second weekend of the NCAA tournament. Texas Tech by 6 on Arkansas at the break as we welcome you back. Jack Crispin, Mike Monaco with you. We came in talking about Arkansas's star freshmen and then the more experienced players as far as duos go for Texas Tech.
Christian Anderson and JT Toppin have been terrific to start this one out, particularly JT Toppin, because that's the way the game started. They set this game by playing inside and just forcing this Arkansas defense to shift, to adjust. And what they adjusted to was a bit of a double in the post. Well, when you double in the post, it's going to create other opportunities. So by deferring early to JT Toppin and playing inside, the game opened for Christian Anderson. When the game opens up, you start to turn the corner, no extra help, you're going to finish around the rim. 3-point shots come your way because of that double team. Then when the ball swings, others get involved. Petty, another guy to watch out for Texas Tech. If he gets open shots, look out.
See the note in the bottom left there. Both teams at 1.70 runs in the final 3+ minutes of the half. And for Arkansas, it felt like when they were at their best, Darius Acuff had his fingerprints all over everything. 7.6 assists, no turnovers in the half.
So a lot of young guys know how to create a scoring opportunity because they've got that talent. They've got a feel and a knack for the game on the offensive end. But what the inexperience does, it makes it hard to figure out how and when you need to get a stop. That's the next step to the maturation process for the young guards for Arkansas, is figuring out this is a stop possession. We need one, because they know how to score it when they need one.
Left side of your screen, 11 in white. Carter Knox was huge for the Razorbacks as well. He had a dozen. He knocked out a couple of threes. A guy who had said last weekend, this game today is about revenge after Texas Tech came back from 16 down in the Sweet 16 last year, and Acuff picks up where he left off.
Acuff's just got a great feel for the game at a young age. He's a guy that as he develops, the game just gets easier and easier. He has to work less and less. Kind of like JT Toppin, puts himself in the right spot, makes plays. Doesn't have to overwork.
Acuff had 21 in 5 in a tight loss against Duke. That wouldn't go for Lawan Watts, and Acuff clears it. Both teams with 2 losses against high-powered competition in another marquee showdown today. Run down by Wagner to take it back for Arkansas. Knox off the shot fake. Now DJ Wagner will initiate. Taking Toppin off the bounce, it rolled off. Brazil couldn't follow. Pringle will go to the line for 2 after he dealt with foul trouble in the first half.
This is not, I don't say this as an insult, but I think their best offense is when one of their guards can break somebody down off the bounce and get a shot up on the rim. Because then you have offensive rebounders coming over where the secondary defender gets taken out by trying to block the shot. Defensive rebounders out of position, and Arkansas to bounce.
And John Calipari has talked about it, that there is, as he says, a randomness to their offense.
I think that randomness also explains why they're really good late in the season. through randomness, you actually find out who you are. If you put too much structure on young guys, they never get to figure it out on their own. They never establish that playground dynamic of who's who and who do I trust and who's going to be this in this situation. I think the randomness is part of why they succeed late in the season and have some struggles throughout.
Pringle misses both. He's 0 of 4 at the free throw line, and you see it hasn't been great on either side, but particularly for Arkansas, who has missed 6 of 12 at the line.
That's
Anderson
why
draws a foul.
you see 50+% from the field, yet we can't make a higher percentage of free throws. I mean, 50% from the free throw line for Arkansas, 25 for Texas Tech. I don't like to point out stats, but geez.
You just did.
I did.
Petty made the cut. Back out for Anderson. Boy, Petty supplied a big lift for Texas Tech in that first half. Again, a Texas Tech team without Luke Bamboye, their big man today in concussion protocol and not here in Dallas. Big block from Knox on Watts. Acuff in transition. Brazil the follow.
Brazil. That seemed way too easy of a putback dunk. Us mere mortals need a ladder.
Brazil's got those long levers at 6'10". Toppin's only hit 2 threes all year. Knox clears it, and Arkansas's got a little momentum out of halftime.
You got to get back to what you did in the first half if you're Texas Tech.
Pringle couldn't haul in the post entry from Wagner. Anderson, the kick. Petty rises. Left it short. Toppin the offensive rebound. Back out Anderson. Can't hit from 3. Brazil a strong rebound.
Still think you have to retake control of the game on the offensive end by throwing that ball inside and just making the defense adjust to the ball inside. That's going to be what opens everything up around the perimeter.
It was the recipe from the very first possession for Texas Tech in the first half. Pringle couldn't handle that either. Let's see if Texas Tech initiates here and gets 15 in black, a post touch.
I mean, it could be Watts, too. It's all about forcing the defense to go put eyeballs on the basketball in the post. It's going to open up cutting lanes and shooting lanes, or that's going to be wide open.
For Watts to stick the 3.
Watts for 3. Don't need to break that one down. It's called a mistake.
Left alone. Watts had 5 assists, to your point, playing through him at times as well in the first half. Knox turned the corner, got to the mid-range. Back iron, Brazil went soaring. Knox clutches. He moves it for Acuff to stick a 3.
Darius Acuff Jr. Trevin Brazil just makes so many plays by keeping it alive. He high points every basketball, and the value of that cannot be overstated.
Brazil defending Toppin, he scores from the angle plus a foul.
Well, I think the foul was off the ball, which means Texas Tech is going to get that back.
The foul's on number 21, P.J. Wagner. His second personal, second team foul.
First off, this is a ridiculous finish. I mean, what you do when you're covering pros, you force the worst shot possible, right? The toughest shot possible. Well, Arkansas did just that. A bad angle, left-handed hook shot off the glass. Now, Toppin can make that, but then the foul, as the shot went up, gives it back to Texas Tech. You see it on the baseline.
They said 21 Wagner, so
yeah, it's
they're saying on the rebounding action that never came. Baseline out of bounds, and Petty was met at the rim, but gets it back for Texas Tech. So you get 2+ possession if you're the Red Raiders. Post entry, Toppin turned on Brazil. Help came, and he scores anyway.
He does such a good job of going up against the shot blocker and kind of redirecting the shot, where he's able to kind of keep it back, right shoulder, left hook, even though he's right by the rim. A lot of little things he does very well.
And now Arkansas looking to answer. Acuff's been great. Left that short from 3. Loose ball is run down and saved by Bryant. Anderson head-ahead, too risky there. And it's last touched by Acuff. And stays with the Red Raiders when we come back.
Media timeout.
JT Toppin, we said it, he's a tough shot finisher. Around the rim, doesn't have a great angle. He's able to work that thing in the air, and I like get him involved in those pick-and-roll situations. Set him on the block, let him go to work. Tougher finish than you realize.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula from Eli Lilly that hits not one, but 2 hormones to work harder. Weight loss faster, confidence higher, price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
It's nice, right? I taught you well.
Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
This holiday season and all year long, Lowe's partners with local communities and our 26,000 veteran associates to bring hope to those who need it most. Plus, our everyday military discount helps veterans do more with less, because serving those who served us is how we make a lasting impact.
Life is but a dream. It's what you make it.
Gucci guilty, boy.
And parfum. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Steve. John, they say with Lavazza, you'll become a maestro. Yeah, maestro of coffee. So it has nothing to do with music? It does not. Just coffee. Coffee. Shall I go again? Please don't.
Enjoy the pleasure of a masterfully crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
Just don't do my coffee.
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
Create a cozy space for your guests to enjoy with winter deals at Ashley. Curate a stylish retreat where your friends and family can feel right at home with built-in storage to keep your space calm and uncluttered. Shop winter deals and make lifelong memories with Ashley.
At last, my love has come along.
New Saquon Sour Old Spice. Smell like you can hurt her over a man, or a bigger man, or a really, really big man, or a truck driven by a really big man, or that really big man with a normal man on his shoulders.
We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love. And it's very important.
It's V Week at ESPN when we partner with the V Foundation to highlight the urgent need for cancer research. It's game-changing research. It helps save lives. And if you're able, please give now at v.org/donate. If you feel compelled, 100% of the donations go directly to cancer research. And for John Calipari, he had the honor of presenting the late Jim Valvano into the Hall of Fame in 2023. And cancer is something close to Coach Cal's heart as well. He lost his mother, Donna, to a battle with cancer in 2010 at the age of 74.
What better person to do what Jim Valvano did than Jim Valvano? Genuinely enthusiastic and passionate person. As a coach, he was that way. As an analyst, he was that way. I remember Jim Valvano and Dickie V in studio, and it's like it made me excited for college basketball. And I think sometimes we overlook our job and think we got to tell people about everything we know. Just be passionate, be enthusiastic. He carried that same enthusiasm into his fight against cancer, and that same genuine enthusiasm and passion was applied towards fighting cancer. Awesome. What a legacy.
Amen. Again, if you're able, v.org/donate. Out of the timeout, JT Toppin got stripped, and Arkansas's got it down by a half dozen. Billy Richmond with a head of steam all the way to the cup. Wow.
I mean, that's the talent we talk about. It's limitless talent. It's just a bunch of guys who haven't really figured out exactly what their spot, their role, their purpose is going to be in this group. But they're there.
John Calipari raves about Billy Richmond, 6'6" sophomore from Memphis. Petty no, 8 cup clears. Arkansas down 4. Knocks in transition on the drive. And he got fouled and will get 2.
This coast-to-coast Richmond gets the rebound. There's good defensive possession. Actually gets the steal, excuse me. And just no one slows down or stops the ball. I think Ewan did a little bit more than you might realize there by just taking defenders out of the play by slowing down. It's like, what do they call it? Break checking somebody?
Hip check?
No, break checking. Like when someone's being difficult on the freeway, they get in front of a truck and they brake check them.
Yes.
It's a horribly annoying thing to do. And if you brake check someone and you're going slower than the speed limit, just lose your license.
Feels like you got a lot of road rage in you. You want to get that out?
I live in New Jersey, so there's that.
It's kind of redundant to say
yes.
that. Miss at the line there from Carter Knox's split. So 1 possession game. Still a long way to go here in what has been outstanding. Anderson just got it over the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. Top in the post, matched up with Ewan. Gave good first half minutes for John Calipari, but then reaches around and gets tagged with a foul.
Toppin got lucky there because he got a little careless with the ball. Ewan may have fouled him. But Toppin a little careless. He's got to be strong. I always use the term purposeful. You got to be purposeful in commanding the double.
Toppin goes right back to work. It was a triple that time. Anderson stays patient, and he sticks it out of the corner.
That's what I mean by be purposeful. Welcome the double, but do so by anticipating where the ball is going to go. So read where the double's coming from, make the right pass, which is probably going to be the hockey assist.
Malik Thomas, he sticks a 3 to answer. And can Malik Thomas get going for Arkansas, their second leading scorer?
Arkansas finally got good movement on that possession. Good movement, got defense chasing, and Malik Thomas got one that he shouldn't be allowed to get if you're Texas Tech.
5-star freshman getting 17 a game. Topping the spin on Ewan for 2 more, and he's up to 21 right on his average.
That's tough because scouting report says take away right shoulder, left hook. Do not allow him in the paint. And then he just spins the opposite way, left shoulder, right hook, finish at the rim.
Move counter from JT Toppin. Thomas is trying to cook. Ewan the offensive rebound. There's been a lot of that from Arkansas since halftime. Richmond on the rip through, and he got fouled and earns 2 at the line. Hey, coming up, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, over on ABC and the ESPN app. You ready for bowl season? We got Boise State, the Mountain West champs for a 3rd straight year. They square off with Washington in the bucked-up LA Bowl at SoFi Stadium.
When does it officially start? When is, like, it officially ends in the football Final Four, correct?
Yeah. I mean, those
trying
are
to keep up with it because there's the college football championship game is not a bowl game.
No,
right?
but the semifinals are.
Semifinals are. Okay.
So bowl season officially starts today. That's
I
what
like
the copy
it.
says.
I like it. Look, we love football. There's no way around it. I think us basketball guys, we also like when football ends and we finally matter. But at the same time, like, we're a football culture in society. Let's carry it as long as we can. I'm not opposed to expanding the playoffs. It's fun.
I am.
Like, it's where it's going to go anyway. You know why? There's a lot of money tied to it.
Trap in the corner here on Texas Tech. And they throw it away. Excellent trap from Arkansas to force the turnover full court.
It's not even about getting that turnover. It's about just applying the pressure on the game so Texas Tech can't come up and just throw it into the post and play out of a double. So you're countering what Texas Tech's doing in the half court by making it more of a full court game, and Texas Tech just ill-prepared for it, throws it away.
Looked like Grant McCassin said you can't go over there. I mean, in the corner.
Everybody knows it, but they do it.
Richmond on the drive, got his own miss, had it blocked by Toppin. A 3rd try for Richmond, blocked again. Petty pushes. Here's Anderson in transition. Bounces for Toppin. The seal on Ewan. Missed it. Wow. Tipped it home. JT Toppin.
JT Toppin timed his jump to block those shots better than the guy timing his jump to actually shoot it. Can't even tell you how ridiculous that is.
On the drive, Acuff draws a foul. First 2 blocks of the night from JT Toppin.
Talk so much about JT Toppin. He doesn't get the first one there. He times it perfectly. I'm going to time it again. Look, he jumps perfectly to take that thing away. And then you go on the other end. He gets the angle. He kind of turned the wrong side, but yeah, throw your hand up. Make sure you get credit for that one. Anytime there's a bunch of hands around and the ball goes in on a tip, just throw your hand up. Get the 2.
Give me those 2.
Yep.
Official score.
Man, free throws.
Been a problem for Arkansas.
Tyree
See the 2 big studs.
All right.
Getting a second go at Arkansas.
Doing their thing here. I still go back to that. It was almost as if Christian Anderson really found himself in that game, but also understood like the responsibility for you to play well, the responsibility for you to manage a game. I think he grew a lot in that Sweet 16 game last year.
More full court pressure after the made free throw there from Arkansas.
Again, it's not about getting steals, it's about being disruptive.
In the half-court offense from Texas Tech. And a 4-point game with 12.5 to go. Toppin right back to work. Burrowing his way in. Crowd wanted to walk and didn't get it. And then it stays at this end of the floor.
That's the first time I've seen JT Toppin have his mind made up that he was going to get to the left hand. The right side of the basket's there. If he just puts the foot, there's nobody help side on the other side. Knox is there, but he's not going to leave.
Toppin has had some struggles with turnovers this year. A lot of travels in the game against Illinois for as good as he was in that one. Another post entry. Ewan calling for help. Toppin one-on-one. Richmond comes over, poked it away. Knox is off to the races. Carter Knox lays it in.
Carter Knox.
Texas Tech getting a little one-dimensional on the offensive side. Too many dribbles in the post. It's making it easy defensively for Arkansas.
Watt sets the high ball screen. Anderson navigating that, and he draws a foul and got the bucket.
And I love that we're finally counting that basket. Last year, years past, we would wave it off and call it on the floor to make basketball more boring. Now we're all about making it fun. Christian Anderson doing what he can. Texas Tech trying to find that offense again.
Have you ever been to the Bahamas? Have you stood at the edge of 2 worlds in Eleuthera and Harbor Island? Or stumbled on a secret shore in Mayaguana? Or doubled down in Nassau? If you've only seen one of 700 islands and keys, have you really ever been to the Bahamas? It's not one island, it's a lifetime of them. The islands of the Bahamas.
Power through the holidays with Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery.
Good gods, I love Native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals. You deserve Native deodorant. It's got 6 clean ingredients, and it smells divine. It's not a myth.
It's Native.
Chunky.
Hot, hot, hot.
Dude,
you said on 3.
with protein to tackle every craving, Chunky is soup that eats like a meal. Why do you have your uniform on?
So people recognize me.
How did I get here? A grandma with vision loss from wet AMD. Riding across the desert. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Vabysmo improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
One-A-Day Women's Multis are made for your overall health, with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One-A-Day, the one for you.
Hold up. Domino's medium specialty pizzas are just $9.99 when I mix and match? I figured premium pizzas, premium prices. But what do I know? Clearly not as much as Dom.
the nose.
Introducing SportsCenter for you, personalized every single day. Now available on the ESPN app. Powered by your favorites.
JT Toppin, he really dominated the first half. Everything went through him, and because of that, the game shifted. It opened things up around the perimeter because it brought a double. Second half, it's been a little different, and you got to wonder if JT Toppin's starting to get worn down. He's been facing a double for most of this contest. It's not just going to be about that scoring. It's going to be about managing the double, playing out of it, passing out of it. JT Toppin as a passer will do more to impact this game and win this game than him as a scorer.
You talked about Arkansas defensively doing early work against him. They sent a double, and so you're also focused on his ball handling here over the last 11-42.
Where he catches is the early defense, right? Play your defense early so where he's catching it, you're not at risk. Or he's catching it in an area where you like where you're able to bring the double. There are certain places where bringing the double just stinks. Why? Because it's going to open up everything around the perimeter. So force him to catch it in a place where you like where the double's going to come.
Christian Anderson misses at the line. Got the continuation that is new in college basketball this year. You feel like you're just trained to say, oh no, that's on the floor, but it's different.
We're trained to be boring, yes. No, it's about fun, scoring.
You want points. You want more teams in the college football playoff. Got it. Here's Malik Ewan. Taking Toppin off the bounce into the post-up. The Florida State transfer. Ewan banging down low and he scores.
See, what I want and what actually will happen are different things, right? Do I really want more in the NCAA tournament? No. But when you professionalize amateur sports, it's going to be more about the money. So there you go. It's going to happen.
Save it for our podcast, I guess, later.
Exactly.
Toppin out high. He and Anderson have been the keys for Texas Tech. 2-point game, 11 to go. Petty has Brazil out of it. The freshman Petty rises. Ambitious shot. Toppin ran it down. No reset. Tough follow away. Toppin, no. Acuff clears it.
Petty's taken a couple tough ones that just aren't there. There's no reason. When you have that matchup on the outside, you've got to trust the matchup that maybe JT Toppin has down low.
And then Brazil had Petty on him at this end. Brazil draws a bump from Watts, who gets saddled with his third foul.
When I go back to it, though, Petty, you got to recognize, I've got Trevor Brazil 25 feet from the basket. Maybe it's Watts back inside. Go back to Toppin. Whoever it is, there's going to be an advantage because the other big, the secondary shot blocker, is away from the basket. And bigs do more to chase than guards do. Guards anticipate differently when that ball's swinging. They can get there quicker. Bigs will take longer. They'll take themselves out of the play.
Watts comes out with his three. Atwell returns for the Red Raiders with his 3 fouls. Thomas off the screen. A show from Toppin. Thomas on the drive, attacking, blocked by Toppin. His third block of the half. Anderson in transition, reverse, swatted by Knox.
Oh, we got it all going here. JT Toppin on one end, Carter Knox on the other. Toppin with the left hand, great timing. He meets the ball at its high point, and then on the other end, this is just volleyball spike. A little low look down, I like it.
Arkansas was trying to claim that it went off of Anderson. Instead, it stays with Texas Tech. Petty cuts. Anderson moves it. Brian rises. And he cans the three.
So many. There's a reason why they're shooting now, what, 44, 45% from the three-point line. It's when they get the ball moving, they're getting open looks. And open looks are high-percentage threes.
11 made threes for Texas Tech, who had really struggled from long range in the losses to Illinois and Purdue earlier this season. Thomas threw the lob for Brazil in tight quarters, and it does stay with Arkansas with 9 on the shot clock.
The wild thing is he almost got that. Like, it wasn't there. Like, you might be able to do that against scout team in practice. I don't think you can do that against Texas Tech, but Brazil still almost got it.
Thomas goes to the bench for John Calipari. Into Ewan. Matched up with Toppin on the turn, no. Cleared by Petty, who lost his footing, and then Petty was the last to touch it. JT Toppin slow to get up for Texas Tech.
You hear guys hit the floor differently when you're courtside. Two guys taking each other out. You start hearing knees and elbows hit the floor. Oh.
We've had a few of those so far. Carter Knox was on the bad end of one in the first half. Arkansas down by 5. Acuff has been really good today. He kicks for Brazil. Brazil hits the 3. Trevin Brazil's third triple.
He's really developed a full court game. It's like Petty's down again. Tough stretch for Petty. But Trevin Brazil, I said he came in almost a supreme athlete first. And sometimes when you're so athletic, you don't really develop all the other skills that maybe a slower player has to develop. And he's just gotten better and better. Great space in the floor. Acuff making the right read, converge, relocate.
And you saw 11 in black there, Jalen Petty, who hobbles off to the Texas Tech bench. Looks like he might have tripped on Toppin's feet. Yeah. Even got staff members in boots.
You've all spent some time in a boot here and there.
Well, and that's
4 to 6
Texas
is better
Tech.
than 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you that.
Important, though, for Texas Tech. They've only played 6 guys in this game. They're without Luke Bamboya in concussion protocol and not here. And now Petty, who's the only guy who's come off the bench, he played 22 minutes, he goes out.
Christian Anderson's going to play 38 plus, if not 40 minutes every game. Same with JT Top, as long as he stays out of foul trouble, which he does a good job.
Both of those guys, the 2 stars for Texas Tech, have not left the floor once in this game. Toppin set the screen. Anderson rejected it. Shot clock winding down. He's got Brazil on him. Anderson floater, and that is pure.
He was timing that, knowing that he's got Brazil, a shot blocker, right there with him. He created just enough space to get it off.
Now in the hands of Darius Acuff. Off the Brazil screen. Pick and pop Brazil. He's got another! Toppin calling for it against Richmond. They couldn't get it to him. Shot clock at 5 for Anderson. Met by Richmond with the strip. Gave it up. Acuff the drive and the bucket and the lead.
Started asking.
The game has shifted. You got to wonder at what point Christian Anderson, JT Toppin, they haven't come off the floor. Are they tired? Could be tired at a time where Arkansas is starting to wake up.
So let's live out our dreams and create memories. Right here in paradise, just you and me. If today's all we got, then baby, why not? Come on, let's go. Let me take you on a holiday. A romantic getaway. You and I can go a holiday.
Son, there comes a time in every young man's life when he has to learn how to carve his own turkey.
Okay.
However, this is not one of those times.
What about teaching me how to drive instead?
This is not one of those times either.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
No nights off in the Big 12. Every matchup is personal. Every game is a battle. And everyone is coming for your spot. Bring that pressure right to the paint. Game on the line. Clock winding down. Fans on their feet. 30 years strong, and now we shine so bright they can't help but watch. This is where every month feels like March. This is Big 12 men's basketball. This is a different league.
Don't just take classes, take charge. Start your comeback today at PurdueGlobal.edu.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox with advanced safety features.
Got the late night munchies.
But this is all we have.
Avoid the sad trombonist with Wonder. Mix and match dishes from 20-plus mouthwatering chef-crafted menus in one order.
Cute sign, Barb.
Slay. Let's go.
Malcolm and Zubin in the studio. Penn State looking for the Big Ten stunner of the season so far.
The energy has picked up after the loss at Indiana. The story of this game, though, Zubin, 23 points off of turnovers for Penn State. Their defensive energy has created offense.
Michigan State with that three and some offense has taken the lead late. We'll keep you up to date, Mike.
Zubin, Malcolm, yeah, that's a Michigan State team whose only loss is last Saturday against Duke. Meantime, here, how about Arkansas today and their resilience?
Well, so many good things happen when Trevor Brazil's involved, and sometimes that's around the paint, but he's got the ability to pick and pop 4 of 5 from the three-point line, and then the energy shifted. You've got tired legs for Texas Tech. Top and Anderson playing the entire game. Now you start to pick up full court. You do not allow, if you're Arkansas, you do not allow this to become a possession-to-possession game. You have to maintain fluidity throughout the next 7 minutes and 42 seconds, and that will give the advantage to Arkansas.
Who now has this 2-point lead. First lead of this second half. By the way, Luwan Watts for Texas Tech. He stays in with his 4 fouls. Jalen Petty is getting ready to check back into the game. You see in the top left of your screen. As Carter Knox commits the foul out high, his first.
I mean, he's going to argue. He's not going to win. But here's what I like about it. I don't mind what Carter Knox is doing. You've got a non-ball handler handling the ball. If you pressure, those are the guys that tend to pick up offensive fouls. If you want to get that 5th foul on Watts, put him in a situation where the chicken wing comes out. So I don't even mind that.
Watts departs and sits with 4, 7.5 to go. Grant McCassin was not happy with him for committing that foul in transition before the break. Toppin ties it.
They did a better job of creating space for him in the post, so if the double's going to come, it's going to put a real disadvantage on the defense by bringing a double from far away, trying to cover a lot of ground. So good job creating space for Toppin to go to work, which also allows him to see where the double's coming from.
He's handled that well for the most part here today. Brazil backs it out. Acuff turns the corner. Contested 3, too strong. And the rebound to Anderson, who collided with Atwell. And they're going to say that's a foul on Billy Richmond, who thought it was friendly fire, but instead he gets saddled with another foul, and that's 4 on him.
It's funny seeing the guys immediately go to the swizzle stick review. Everybody just wants to review everything.
Back on the floor for the Razorbacks, Malik Thomas.
Yeah, maybe a little arm grab, but I think the best call in college basketball is the no call in most situations. It's a loose ball. It's a 50-50 ball. No one has rights to it. You got to go get it. Richmond's been good, too. He's a guy. He's a good energy guy. Good playmaker. You want him on the floor.
Brazil, he gets saddled with a foul. Boy, that looked like that might have been clean on top of him.
Oh, man. Well, it's just not a lot. You know, it's not a lot with a 72-72 game. I mean,
okay, right arm.
Yeah, okay. Is it a pass interference call in the first quarter? Maybe. But when they pile up one on top of the other, it feels differently. And this crowd is definitely pro-Arkansas.
They have showed out here in Dallas like they always do. And, well, you get the 1-on-1 with Toppin, but he's about 50% for the season at the line.
Getting Texas Tech into the 1-on-1 might be advantage Arkansas. They're 1 of 6 from the free throw line right now.
And Arkansas 11 of 19 at the stripe. Acuff pulls up in the mid-range for two.
Darius Acuff Jr.
DJ Wagner hounding Christian Anderson, who again has played the entire game so far. On the step back triple.
Christian Anderson for three.
Game feels big, doesn't it?
It's been high level.
It feels like a big game.
The entire way. On the drive, Acuff responds, and back and forth we go.
That's the maturity that we've heard about, right? He is a mature point guard. Great body control, strong finish. It's typically what you see from the much older guys. And it's good defense by DJ Wagner. He just lost his footing trying to get over that screen. And then on the other end, this is just strong, big body basketball. Create the angle, got his shoulder into the defender, and then just had his head up knowing when he can get a shot off.
That was
the next level dude, man.
Yeah, the book on him coming in was he can get downhill kind of whenever he wants.
He can share it. He can get downhill, and getting downhill, you run plays as a coach to get guys downhill, yet you got dudes out here that can just do it on their own. It's a great advantage.
Christian Anderson being hounded by Wagner. Tyree Bryan spinning in the mid-range for two.
Tyree Bryan just played NBA offense, which is we got to switch, but the advantage is mine. So when he got the ball back, he just took the ball where he could score.
Fifth-year senior Santa Clara transfer. Brazil's got the mismatch with Petty. Petty at 6'1". Brazil at 6'10". Going to work off the window.
At that point, it's almost a concession. No help down there for Petty.
You told me pregame Brazil had to be big. He has. He's got the steal in transition, and he will go to the line for two.
The foul's on number 4, Christian Anderson.
Brazil just been really impactful tonight. I look at what he's been able to do from the perimeter, but in this case, you've got the advantage. There's no help. That's just far too easy. I still think the 4 of 5 from the three-point line is more significant than anything he's done in the paint. The pick and pop situations, the fact that you can pull him away from the basket and swing, the extra pass goes to Brazil in the corner where he knocks down a three. It just shifts everything you do defensively. Almost challenges your principles defensively when the bigs are going to knock down threes like that.
It's a guy who has played well against some of their big-time opponents. He struggled against Michigan State. He dealt with some foul trouble. He said he no-showed, but then played well against Duke, double-double, 11 and 11. And then we said last Wednesday against Louisville, 21 points, 17 in the first half. And Brazil has answered the bell again here today.
Yeah, look, he's got to be his best against the best. That's going to be how it is. The guards are going to be good. They're very good, but they are young, and they will go through a little bit of it to figure it out this year. But Brazil's got to be his best against the best.
It's been a great second half from Arkansas. They've done this with Malik Thomas on the bench for long stretches. He's back into the game for the Hogs. Toppin going to work against Brazil. Toppin over the right shoulder, no. Loose ball secured by Thomas. Acuff used the screen and then had that tipped away by Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And Graham McCasland says he thinks the pass just went out of bounds unimpeded, so Graham McCasland is going to use a challenge here.
The strangest thing is JT Toppin didn't react at all. Typically, you look at the reaction of the player involved in the play to make that determination, but if you're looking at where Graham McCasland is, he probably had a cleaner look at it than anybody else.
You need to have a timeout to challenge. You get one challenge, you get a second if you're successful. Was this touched by Texas Tech and Toppin?
Thanks for calling Discover. Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback. What's cashback? Buy what you need, earn a little extra back. Even on a baseball bat? You betcha. How about a flamethrower?
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. Mirafast. Works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. Mirafast. Acts faster. Works gently.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Oops.
Kraft mac and cheese is better than a three-pointer. Missing us will never make a whole city hate you. Except maybe Philly. Kraft mac and cheese, best thing ever.
Oh, I'm not. Elf? Head elf. Everyone wants iPhone 17 with its awesome cameras and epic display. At T-Mobile, you get it on them.
Dad says switching stinks.
Not anymore, right, Mrs. Claus?
Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes, and they'll drop off your new iPhone the same day.
Dude.
Yeah.
Not you.
Switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes. Get a new iPhone 17 on us, and we'll drop it off the same day.
Misty? You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool? Give him Temptation's treats.
Feeling the squeeze in the Steel City. Feeling the Finns fishing for a win. And the playoff pulse for the black and gold. Feeling an AFC showdown under the bright lights. Dolphins Steelers, Monday at 8 on ESPN.
Teaming up with Charles Barkley.
Charles would say, Dickie V, we got to do a game together.
Oh, it is showtime!
This is one of my bucket list things.
We got a typical Kentucky-Indiana battle, man.
Charles Barkley and Dickie V is part of 5 straight games over on ESPN beginning at 3:30 Eastern Time, and that includes Arizona and Alabama top 12 showdown. This is one of the other best games of the day here in Dallas, Texas Tech and Arkansas. Grant McCaslin challenged this despite no reaction from JT Toppin, and the call stands. So Texas Tech cannot challenge, and they lose a timeout. They're down to 1.
Now, that's what I was surprised by. Usually you see the reaction of the player directly involved in the play and kind of make your decision based on what you felt you saw, and then what reaction JT Toppin made. Nothing there, and yeah, the ball's going to stay. You lose your. Now, if this is the case, you lose that timeout. You've got to use this timeout, and then the under 4 timeout as a way to chop this game up a little bit, because the fluidity of this game has favored Arkansas, and it's been far more up and down. Quick hitters, get to the offensive glass on quick shots, get to the basket. Acuff's been great. Thomas could have a big impact down the stretch too, but Trevin Brazil's been my guy. Man, he's been really impressive.
18 and 7, and this hammer!
But what was that all about? What that was all about is the fact that he is 4 of 5 from the three-point line. It led to a long closeout, a hard closeout, and just simply pump fake that attack.
How important his threes were. Well, for himself.
It's a setup.
Anderson and Acuff, they've been in such a good point guard matchup today. Atwell-Hoyce, too strong off the back iron. Petty went soaring, knocks the loose ball. Acuff runs, Thomas joins. Acuff left it short, and Petty secures it for the Red Raiders. Thomas poked it away, but Atwell stepped in, helter-skelter, and Bryant slows it down.
Crowd standing. The game feels big.
Toppin goes to work on Brazil. Carving out space with the right hand.
JT Toppin.
Might have been a little shuffle.
Arkansas fans agree with you here.
I think Arkansas has done a good job defending Toppin, forcing him to go back to his right. Particularly as you get tired. When you're tired, you're less comfortable doing what you're uncomfortable with.
Knox for three from the corner.
Saw you just see there's a rhythm that's different, and it's favored Arkansas. Largest lead for Arkansas, 6 points. Am I right in saying that?
You are. In a game they've trailed by as many as 10. Texas Tech needs an answer, and they go to Toppin.
Score the basket, JT Toppin. The console number 7, Trevor Brazil. His second personal,
I think what makes this even bigger for Arkansas is we've talked about the core, say the core two for Texas Tech, Toppin and Anderson. The core group for Arkansas is young. How are they going to pull this one out when it feels as big as it does? There's a basket that was needed in this situation, and JT Toppin found it, but on the other end, go ahead and look out.
My coaches are always telling me I need to build strength. I need perseverance. Or that to get anywhere in life requires hard work. But if I do all those things and no one sees it, did it even really happen?
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now, there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clearer skin. With Skyrizi, you can show up with dramatically clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
So this is my favorite room, my chunky mantry. Got my guy TV cooking some chili dog mac.
What did you do to my pantry?
It was him. Chunky, soup that eats like a meal.
Sweet 16 last year in San Francisco was awesome between these two. Darian Williams hit a huge three with 10 seconds left in regulation to tie. We went to overtime. DJ Wagner was big in overtime for Arkansas. Williams, though, had counters. Gave the Red Raiders a 2-point lead with 7 seconds to go. And then Wagner's step back came up short as Texas Tech came from 16 down to win it. And this now, the 82nd meeting between these old Southwest Conference foes, a series that started in 1942. And listen, the Arkansas players knew what was at stake. They kind of downplayed revenge this week, but even Carter Knox said last weekend he went back and watched this game a few days ago. He said we should have won. And Darius Haycup said, I wasn't on that team, but I want to win it for the guys on last year's team.
No, you feel it. You feel it. You understand it. End of the season for a talented Arkansas team. Carter Knox has been really good. I think Carter Knox has brought a different level of balance to this team. I think we expect what you got from Darius Haycup Jr. But Carter Knox is an all-energy guy. He's a playmaker on the ball, off the ball. Defensively, he's been great. Just has the feel of a postseason game.
JT Toppin, reigning Big 12 Player of the Year, makes the free throw, and what a day for JT Toppin. His third 30-point game of the season, but Arkansas with it up by 3. Approaching 2.5 to go here in Dallas. Brazil, the slip down the lane. He follows his own miss.
I'm not sure what Texas Tech was doing there on that ball screen. You had a shooter on the wing, so you couldn't help down, and 2 guys went with the ball. Just an easy one.
Brazil, a huge first half against Louisville. A massive second half here today against Texas Tech. Toppin posting up, Knox spinning to the baseline, and they're going to say the foul is on the floor.
I mean, you've got to talk. Even if you're wrong in your communication, you've got to talk. There's no reason why 2 are just going to go. DJ Wagner high. There's really no backside help. If not, DJ Wagner's wide open.
It was the freshman Petty who got caught there. It's that foul on the floor, so it's the 1-and-1 for JT Toppin.
2 of 7 from the free throw line. See if they get something there. Nope.
Misses on the front end.
To be shooting 50+% from the field in the game and 25% from the free throw line is wild.
Beneath 2 to go. Extra pass from Knox. Wagner attacks. Missed it. And the rebound down to Petty. Anderson has been excellent today for Texas Tech. Rejects the screen. 2-man game with Toppin. Anderson down the lane. And he will go to the free throw line. Drawing the foul on Brazil, his 3rd.
He does a really good job of at times being explosive when he needs to be explosive, talking about Christian Anderson. But then there are times where he plays like an old man. He just manipulated that handoff situation, got a defender on his back, drew another, got him up on his back, and got to the foul line like a 5-year, 6-year veteran. Because we have those now.
We sure do. John Calipari will tell you. Anderson had 27, 5, and 10 on Sunday. He's got 25, 4, and 10 today. And then on the other side of this excellent point guard matchup, Acuff with 24 and 8. First Big 12 player with back-to-back 20 and 10 games since Trae Young.
He was
Anderson
pretty good.
Splits.
Trae Young.
Not bad. 90 seconds to go, and Arkansas by 4.
Very few players could put on a show like Trae Young did, but we got to go with it. The 2 teams, it's a show. And I would tell you, both these teams just scratching the surface as to how good they can be and will be.
Acuff comes to get it. Shot clock at 10. Around the Brazil screen. Brazil thought about it. Now he drives on Toppin. Brazil's got to get it up. Comes up short. Thomas on a putback, and there's a whistle. I think that hit the rim.
Yes, it did. It did hit the rim.
Absolutely, from Brazil on the fall away. And it looked like Thomas got fouled, maybe, but then a whistle came in to blow it dead.
I thought they were blowing the whistle on the foul because that hit the rim, no question. And I thought they were blowing the whistle on the foul against Thomas. Should put Thomas at the free throw line. We'll get some clarity here.
Darren George just came over to tell us the result. Inadvertent whistle. He said it definitely hit the rim. The inadvertent whistle means it's Arkansas basketball.
It's tough because Arkansas is either going to get a layup or end up at the free throw line. But for Arkansas, it may be even better because now they have the chance, if you get the ball inbounds, to just take time off the clock.
Boy, but it could have been an 83% free throw shooter at the line. But you'd like to run clock, I get your point.
Clock. Force them to foul if that's how they want to start playing the rest of this game. 59 seconds left. I still think there's time before you start fouling. You've got to play for a steal in the out of bounds underneath. You also have to be careful. A lot of out of bounds underneath. You go for picking up a steal, you end up giving up something easy. So you got to be careful of that if you're Texas Tech.
Well, John Calipari took a 30-second timeout with 59 seconds to go. And we remind you, we got a great slate coming over on ESPN. How about these 5 games that'll take you, as Mick Cronin would tell you, till 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. Memphis and Louisville. Kansas visits Darian Williams, Will Wade, and NC State. Indiana, Kentucky with Dickie V and Charles Barkley on the call.
That's awesome, by the way.
And then an awesome one with Arizona and Alabama.
But Dickie V and Charles on the call, that's just awesome. I mean, you can't say enough about Dick Vitale and what he's done for college basketball. I mean, a lot of what we do and get to do started with Dick Vitale. Dick Vitale, Jimmy Valvano, the energy and the enthusiasm that really helped grow the game to have the value that the game has today. A lot of players out there are realizing real value, dollar value. It's not just the old coaches and the old players that played this game. It's the guys that serve the game on this sideline where we sit. Dickie Vitale was a big piece of that. He grew this game, and it's good to hear him on the call. With Charles Barkley, God knows what's going to freaking happen there. That's just going to be fun. But we got an interesting situation here. You got to get the ball in bounds. It looks like A-Cub's taking the ball out of bounds. Watch for slips. Brazil's going to be involved in some screening, maybe slips, throw the ball high. Texas Tech, you've got to play for the steal. I don't think you foul too early. I'll tell you what, if I'm Arkansas and Texas Tech's going to get an easy layup, I'm fouled. They have not made a free throw.
Lob to Brazil, and he draws a foul.
All right, so that was one thing I said. Watch, the guy involved in the screening is the guy who's going to roll. If you throw it high, there's no one else that can jump with Trevin Brazil. And he's going to set the screen and just roll right. Oh, he's going to actually get a screen, too.
Now going to the line for 2 shots.
I mean, look, we say things like, oh, he plays above the rim. Half the time we're lying. Talk about Brazil, that's for real.
He has been soaring in this second half. The third foul on Toppin. Brazil's up to 23 points to go along with 9 rebounds. A guy whose career high is 25 points in his 5 years of college basketball.
He's really developed. He's no longer just winning dunk contests, right? He is impacting the game in a variety of ways. The shooting has really changed the game. Him knocking down threes is a game changer.
Career highs so far this year in points per game, rebounds per game, and the most minutes as well. He puts the lead at 6
you gotta
for the Razorbacks.
Got to keep picking up and pressuring. You can't allow anything too easy.
Bryan, quick trigger, can't hit. Top in the offensive rebound. Watts to the cup, blocked by Brazil. Trevin Brazil doing everything for the Hogs, and A-Cup draws the 4th on Toppin.
Oh, Watts actually went back at Brazil. Brazil was on the left side. Watts should have finished on the right side. He went back to the left side. And Brazil's just too long, too athletic, too experienced, which means the experience teaches you how to time it better. So you know how to apply your athleticism. Should have gone to the opposite side. You got no one there. You used the basket to protect. Brazil has just impacted this game in every possible way. And then you force Texas Tech to start fouling. This was Texas Tech's game for the longest time. And then it became more of a fluid contest. And the more fluid it got, the more it favored Arkansas.
Graham McCaslin's team led by 10 with about 6 minutes to go in the first half. They were up by 6 at halftime. But it's a miss there at the stripe. Texas Tech down a half dozen. Petty, the freshman from straight on no. Tipped around by Brazil, and Richmond secures. Richmond, the lob. The exclamation point from Knox. Anderson, deep, desperate. Ryan, the rebound and a foul. What a job by Arkansas here today in Dallas.
Well, it started out as a grinder, and then they made it fun. And this is a really dangerous team when the game gets fun. They get up and down the floor. Their defense picks up. Almost as if their offensive play fuels their defense. Arkansas, when they get up and down the floor, they're as dangerous as anybody in the country. And as these guards, these young guards, get more and more experience, as DJ Wagner settles into a role, as Trevin Brazil evolves his role and molds his role, they're getting more and more dangerous every day.
I mean, think about this. They're playing every Elite 18 from last year. First team in history to do that. Duke, Alabama, Florida, Texas Tech, Michigan State, Auburn, Tennessee, and Houston. And you're battle-tested, and Arkansas is going to grab wins against Louisville and now Texas Tech in the span of a week and a half.
You feel pretty good about that. Good response after losing 2 tough ones to high-level opponents.
Watts hits the 3 with 10 seconds to go, and Grant McCaslin takes his final timeout.
It's tough. You go back and watch this and see some areas where it was just Texas Tech losing sight of the game that they need to be played. So it's not about, you know, winning any one possession or another. It's how's the game shifting. It went from possession to possession, meaning almost like your turn, my turn. We're going to feed the post play out of it. We're going to create an advantage by bringing 2 to the basketball. Texas Tech had great success there. When they got away from that, it became a more fluid contest where Arkansas thrived.
If you're just joining us, well, you missed a ton. This was out.
You make the game 10 times easier for young guards when you're versatile yourself as a big. You're going to pull big defenders away from the basket. You're going to open up the floor for guys like Darius Acuff Jr. to actually just go to work. He has been terrific. And he needs to be his best against the best for this team to reach their potential. Stepped out of bounds.
On the inbounds, Brazil got it from Acuff, and yeah, they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds.
Crazy things happen. We said this has a postseason feel to it. Crazy things happen in postseason games. I know it's not March yet, and 7 seems like a lot to overcome in 8 seconds, but here we are.
8.8 for the Red Raiders. Anderson gets it back, quick release from 3, too strong, and that will do it here in Dallas.
At this point, you got to look long, too. Don't just settle to throw the ball too close to the basket. I would send Brazil long, throw it up in the air.
It goes short to Acuff, and he turns it over to Petty. Toppin at the end to finish it.
No basket.
John Calipari and Arkansas get another huge win, this time against Texas Tech. Big second half powered by Trevin Brazil, maybe the best half of his entire career to get it done for the Hogs.
Well, you saw the full complement of his skills. You saw him really grow as a player, not just a great athlete, not just great length. He has developed his overall game, and that's just an added weapon for this Arkansas team that is full of weapons and talent.
Brazil had 17 in the first half against Louisville last week. 18 in the second half today. Huge win for Arkansas in this top 20 showdown. On the other side, John Calipari stops by to break this one down. For John Crispin, Mike Monaco saying so long from Dallas.
Mike, John, thank you very much. Indeed, you just heard what Mike said. Coach Cal will be joining us here in just a moment, so hang on. Big win for them. They score a half 100 in the second half, a 50-point second half, a big win. Next Saturday, they're at Houston. They can worry about the Cougars next week. Let's worry about what they did today. Big win over the Red Raiders.
Trevin Brazil was outstanding in this game. Coach, coming into this game, he only had made 7 threes. He had 4 in this game. When he's knocking down 3-point shots and then he's able to play off the bounce, he is so talented. He is going to be a matchup problem if he plays like this consistently.
Yeah, I thought Coach John Calipari did a great job of making defensive adjustments. We said before halftime the switch energy changed, and some of that was Darius Acuff Jr. started scoring. He hadn't scored, and all of a sudden he rings off 7 in a row, right? But in the second half they had to make adjustments because the double teams were hurting them. They weren't moving as quickly. And I think the defense fueled a lot of the offense, especially when it came to how Acuff got off into transition and how Carter Knox played. So to get 3 guys and over 20 inside of that game on that half 100, Zoob's talking about a very, very impressive win against a very good team. I mean, Texas Tech isn't going anywhere.
No doubt about it. As promised, let's bring in Coach Cal live from the floor. Great to have you here, Coach. Malcolm Huckabee, Tom Crean, Zubin Mehenti. First things first, we talked about Darius Acuff. Over the years, I think you've coached a fair amount of great freshmen everywhere you've been. I think that's fair to say. How would this kid stack up with some of the great first-year players you've had over your career?
The best guys are fearless, and he's fearless, sometimes to detriment, but he's fearless. Malik Thomas has had an unbelievable year to this point. Didn't play as well today. Still, you're talking 2 freshmen that are fearless. So that's the first thing they have to have. And we got to bring it out of them. I've worked for 2 weeks on Carter to quit playing to expectations. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to do that. Just play and have fun. Quit listening to everybody. So I've been working on him. Malik Ewing got better in a stretch, but that's got to be who he is. And that happened. I went to the small lineup just because it was playing good. You're looking at a different Trevin Brazil. TB he got to be one of the best players in the country because he impacts the game so many different ways.
Coach, I think these guys got you.
Did I leave any?
And then after the watch party, I'll be going live again tonight at like 8:30 Central p.m. I'll probably play a couple pubs, and then we're going to do the Rust Mobile sponsored segment. So if you guys do want to stop by for that, we'll be on. We'll be on later tonight. 3-part stream today. Thank you guys for all the early morning love. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the camo grind. Jay-Z, King, thank you guys. We need ranked already. Yeah, we do need ranked. It'll come. It'll come. We just need a little patience. Yeah, I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Thank you, folks. And we'll see you on the watch party. And as always, this was your boy, Optic Scumpy.